Hennythemoor. Say what now?
Turn the music down just a little bit.
Yeah,
Or you know what? Actually, you don't turn it down. Let me turn my headphones down. Maybe it's my headphones.
Yeah, because the music's on 13. If we go down any further, I believe that it'll be off.
Well, dang, I can't turn mine. It's all good.
I turned down a smidge.
No, you're good. I just turned my microphone. You guys are a little bit lower, but mine won't. It won't allow me to like listen to turn the music down or turn your voice. So we're good. We're good.
Okay. Well, hey, man, I appreciate everybody for coming to the liquor store, man. It's your boy, Hennythemoor. And, I'm live with my brothers in this content game, man. Got my brother, West Coast Cowboy, in here and landlord for Alabama. How y'all gentlemen doing today, man?
Shoot, man, we blessed. I'm definitely blessed, man. Ready to get this content going. Let me make sure I'm live on my platforms, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, I'm ready to get this thing going, man.
Absolutely, man. We're doing good over here in the trap. I had some trap technical difficulties, but we had to come back with some good content for y'all, man. So y'all spin the block, and shout out to everybody rocking with us.
Indeed, man. So hey, real quick before we jump right into the content though, man, I want to give a quick shout out to everybody rocking with your boy at the liquor store. I see Miss Regina Green with the green tapping in, Jazzy Jeff, I see you, Ashton Howard, Stephen Harrison, and remember, everybody coming to the liquor store. If you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, man, you will receive half off all the merchandise inside the liquor store. And we got Hen, we got Gin, we got Eagles tears. Stay away from that. But stay away from that. But we got what you need, man. So hey, I appreciate y'all for rocking. Who's over there helping y'all pay bills, man?
Hey, I got like 15 people watching on Facebook. It's gonna grow though. We already know how that go. Let me get some shout outs real quick. Shout out to my boy. Actually, let me shout out to the people who I ain't even got to see, but I know they in the comment box. Shout out to my boy Lil Baby with the 38. He holding it. I got my boy Swang thing in the building. What's up with you, boy? Appreciate you. I'm pretty sure Trina's out there somewhere. Justin Kitchen's out there somewhere. Rich by any means is out there somewhere. Auntie Teresa, I see you. Appreciate you for hitting that star button, hitting that share button. Appreciate all you guys. I need everybody to share this thing up though. What's up, funny man Lito? I see you too, boy.
Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody rocking in the trap. I see Big Flock over here, Mr. Swain, the bad influence, Miss Etta Lockhart, Miss Regina Green with the green, Miss You Got Us the Poet, James Simmons, D Schiff in the building, man. Shout out to Cowboys 95. Shout out to everybody rocking.
Indeed, man. So there's been a couple of things going around the Cowboy space, man. Somebody actually said something good about Dak Prescott, man, and I was surprised. I know.
You sure?
I thought the world was ending. I thought it was gonna rain blood. I thought it was gonna be a solar eclipse. So like, what? So who did the what?
Landslide, all kind of natural disasters when that happened. Now, come on, man.
Man, exactly, man. So this is the comment we got right here, man. We got Randall Cobb, going out of his way to give his former quarterback a compliment. So, shout out to Jory Epstein who brought this to us. So, during a presser, Randall Cobb was asked if he fully appreciated how special Aaron Rodgers was before leaving Packers. This is his response. I mean, yeah, I would say so, but I was very fortunate to go to Dallas and play with someone who I think is elite in Dak and someone in Deshaun Watson in Houston, who I think is a really good player.
Hey, you got to pause right there, sir. I'm sorry. You can't just brush over that because, first of all, nobody even said nothing about young Ryan Dakota, and he took he did it on his own and brought Dak up. Ain't that crazy?
That's
know. Pretty peculiar right there. They was asking about Aaron Rodgers if I heard it right.
They were asking about Aaron.
Maybe I was wrong.
You weren't wrong. They were asking about Aaron Rodgers and how great he was, and he had to throw in like, yeah, but I play with another great quarterback too.
Yeah.
And let me finish this out real quick. Then we'll double back on it. Obviously, coming back to Green Bay and being with Aaron again, you pick up on the little things that make him so special. But yeah, he went out of his way, to give a compliment to Dak Prescott. So I want to start with you, Wes, because I talked about it on a show previously. I saw that landlord had posted it before, this clip. But what are your thoughts about the Randall Cobb comment and the standing of Dak Prescott in the league?
Man, I see it like this, man. I see it like this. You know, I also think that Randall Cobb is a guy that also wants people to know that he has his own legacy. So it's like, I think sometimes, people try to I think reporters try to like, I don't think they tried to do it. I don't think they were trying to do it on purposely, but a lot of times, you give someone too much credit without giving yourself credit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know Aaron Rodgers did a good thing, but you also got to remember, Aaron Rodgers also requested me to play for him 2 different times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's probably part of the reason why he said what he said, because I think Randall Cobb wants people to know that he has been pretty successful without Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? And he actually had one of his more successful careers. I mean, not career. He had one of his more successful years with Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? So, if I think Randall Cobb, I think that comment honestly was more about Randall Cobb than it was about the actual quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? I think Randall Cobb was kind of enlightened the fact that, like, listen, man, and not just Aaron Rodgers, like, I played with some really good quarterbacks and I've played well. You know what I'm saying? So I think and the crazy thing about it is, in Randall Cobb's mind, he see Dak Prescott damn near the same.
And listen, that's not crazy.
That's what he said. I mean, you know what I mean?
Those are his words. You're right.
Those are his words.
Yeah. So, hey, landlord, I'm gonna let you go before I give my rebuttal to my actual thoughts about it. So, landlord, what's your thoughts?
Or agreement, because you may not disagree.
Yeah. I just think he I think he just wanted to make sure he gave Dak the proper respect that he deserved, because he probably heard a lot of, foolishness going out here, like I'm about to take a diss, but I ain't gonna do it. But you hear a lot of stuff about Dak Prescott that's probably not true or in his best interest. And then, like you said, it's like a breath of fresh air when somebody says something nice about the young man. And Randall Cobb knows that he had success with him. He had absolute success with him. He really had over 1,000 yards with Dak, but like 200-300 of those yards got taken away from penalty. So he even had an even more impressive year than it appeared on paper. Because we were always cussing at the TV, because a lot of them, it was about 2 touchdowns took him back that year.
And listen, like all of that can actually be true. You know what I'm saying? Like Randall Cobb can big himself up by saying, like, hold up now, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, Aaron Rodgers that dude, but like I've been around the league and played with other good quarterbacks and still been productive. You know what I'm saying? So that could be part of it as well. And then like I do want to point out something that he did say, because he made sure to call Dak Prescott elite. And then he said Deshaun Watson's very good. He stopped short of calling him elite as well. So and that really should tell you a lot about Dak Prescott as a player. But Randall Cobb, listen, Dak got that man paid. We always point to Randall Cobb like he had a career resurgence with Dak Prescott when he came to Dallas. He had almost 1,000 yards, as you pointed out. And what people do not know, he averaged the most yards per catch with Dak Prescott. Dak was chucking that mug to him down the field. That was his career high in yardage. It was over 15 yards a catch. So, in terms of actually downfield passing, big play offense, he actually had his best year doing that with Dak Prescott. So, I will understand why he wanted to throw Dak a bone. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, he got him paid. And really, with the way that his career was going, there was a possibility of him being out of the league had he not had that magical season in 2019.
Yeah, he really did help resurrect his career almost. I feel like, because he was going down for a second, and then got with Dak and just blossomed again, and then went back to Aaron Rodgers and then didn't do as well. So it's kind of crazy to me.
Right. So yeah, I just had to throw that out there real quick, man. As I see people in the comment box talk about how can you be elite with 15 interceptions. Well, Brett Favre threw 20 interceptions before, and y'all swear up and down that he was a top 10 quarterback all time.
What about 4 interceptions as a rookie?
And listen, top 10. That? Yeah, top 10. People be tripping me out. You know what this is? Hold on, this is the wrong one. I got numbers out the ass. You know what this is? This is the all-time touchdown interception ratios for quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers has the best. If you look down, Dak Prescott has the 9th. So Dak Prescott has a better touchdown to interception ratio than Drew Brees. But y'all talking about he's a turnover machine. Grow up. Grow up.
Big shots fired because it don't make no sense. I don't know why they want to paint this narrative. The man had 4 as a rookie. He got like 2 or 3 years with single-digit interceptions. So, like, I don't know where this big interception narrative coming from, for real. I know this year, but that's just 1 year, sir.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this right here, man. Like, let's just be real. A lot of y'all don't like Dak, so like, I don't really care what a lot of y'all say when it comes to Dak, because it's already been established that even when Dak does throw and has a season like an Aaron Rodgers, he doesn't get enumerated like an Aaron Rodgers, because there was just a season 2 years ago where Dak Prescott threw 38 touchdowns and 11 interceptions, and Aaron Rodgers threw 37. You know what I'm saying? And the same amount of interceptions. And guess what he did? He won the league MVP the exact same year. You know how many votes Dak got? 0.
Didn't even make it to the Pro Bowl.
Didn't even make it to the Pro Bowl. And he had the exact same numbers as Aaron Rodgers. So, like, I'm going to tell you this right now. Dak Prescott is always going to get based and judged off of the opinions of people. Like, he's never going to get based off of his talent. Like, never. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's never
when you wanted that star too with.
Yeah, and that's just realistic. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just realistic. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not really just Dak. That is the history of Dallas Cowboy quarterbacks. Like, there has never been a Dallas Cowboy quarterback that has been viewed as like Justin Herbert is viewed right now. Justin Herbert is viewed as like a guy who's up and coming, and we have faith in him, and we're gonna build a team around. Listen to me, they didn't even trust Tony. They didn't trust Tony Romo like that. They never even Troy Aikman, you know what I'm saying? The Cowboys, our fan base, we never did that. And then, to be honest with you, it's just I think it's a lot, just the same thing we were talking about with Kelvin Joseph yesterday with the expectations. You know what I'm saying?
Did we see the tweet from KJ? What he said?
I don't know, but somebody put it up there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, you know, at the end of the day, man, I say it like this, man, like, you know, I don't really care what people's opinions of Dak anymore. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because the factual evidence, there's too many people that are denying the fact that Dak Prescott is a good quarterback, and that is factual. Like, that is factual. It is factual that Dak is an above average quarterback. That is factual. Mm-hmm. Then you have people that will still deny it. So it's like, man, appreciate my boy Trevino with the 200 stars. But it's like my boy said, the funniest ish, though, they are fans, and Jalen Hurts had the same exact numbers as Dak rookie year, and they consider him a top 5 quarterback, but want to say Dak is garbage. Man, get the fuck out of here. That's what my boy said for 200 stars. My boy paid 200 stars to say that, and goddamn it, that was worth it, bro.
I don't see no
I didn't look
no updated tweet, Miss Regina.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but I mean, you know, so that's really my thoughts on it, man. Like, you know, this just in the end, the NFL is such a who's hot now. You know what I'm saying? Like let's just be real. Like, you have rappers that come out and drop a hot song, but they're not Drake, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They're not Drake, bro.
That man been hard out in high school.
Like, you're not Drake, bro. You got listen to me. You got dudes that'll drop a 50-second track on TikTok and it'll go platinum. And now you think you can drop a whole album. No, that's not how it works, bro.
Now Drake ain't been hard. He been at the top of the chart since you've been. It's different.
You know what I mean? Like you know
what I meant.
Yeah.
And that's exactly, and that's what people gotta understand, man. It's like these little blips in them. We don't care about that. When you are judging a quarterback, you are judging him on the totality of everything he does, man. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you were a Dallas Cowboy, I put it to you like this. Every single person who watches football on the face of the earth, this statement is true about you. You have seen Dak Prescott win more games than lose.
Facts.
Correct.
Facts.
And you've seen him, without a shadow of a doubt, play way more good games than bad games. Way more.
Yeah, he wouldn't have a winning record. I mean,
way more.
His winning record, and think about this, Dak is not a 500 quarterback. Dak is a lopsided quarterback. It's like 63 to 30.
You remember he was right there with Brady for about 3-4 years as the winningest quarterback.
Dak doesn't win one, lose one, win one, lose one.
Bro, he never had to lose a season when he started double-digit games.
It's beyond crazy, bro. So that's why I just say, man, like what
I told you, privilege is invisible to those who have it. You you don't realize how fortunate you are for winning 10 plus games and being competitive and being in the dance every year until you're not there no more. You know what I'm saying? Go ask Washington. Have a sit down with Washington, and then they'll tell you what time it is. Go have a sit down with people like that.
You want to know who you need to have a sit down with when it comes to Dak Prescott? Drew Brees. Drew Brees. So this was Drew Brees giving Dak Prescott his flowers. This is a statement from that season where Dak Prescott got snubbed for a Pro Bowl. He said he was talking about him coming back and playing crazy. When you have an injury like he had, and I think it does force you to play the game a little bit different, but I see that as being a positive for Dak. I see a guy who has a great command over the offense in the huddle, a great understanding of the offense, protections, the guys who he's throwing to. So everything he does is very decisive. The balls comes out on time. It's going to the right place. But that's what Drew Brees said about Dak Prescott. But y'all telling me that Dak can't read a defense. So should I believe Eagles fan shit eater 99, or should I believe Hall of Fame quarterback Drew Brees?
That's a tough choice right there when you put it like that, because like we don't know who you should trust. the answer is not obvious. That's all we're saying. But shout out to Nick Rich. Prayers up to you. She said they got so prayers up to you.
Hey, prayers up, man. Pray
it. Folks still getting COVID. God dang, Lord Jesus, I thought we got rid of that.
Me too.
It's spun the block. It's spun the block. But we're gonna keep them in our prayers, keep them prayed up, and God bless.
Miss Regina said Space Cowboy said he tweeted right after the interview. He must have erased it. I don't know, because I ain't seen it.
Yeah, I didn't see nothing either. And yeah.
Was it good or bad?
That's what So moving along. We talk about some money. The Dallas Cowboys finna get some money, Wes. Hey, landlord, Dallas Cowboys finna get some money. So I like bringing this up all the time because they like talking about pie and pastries and shit.
Scones and stuff.
Yeah, scones, not scones, but scones. So the Dallas Cowboys, they made a move, to relieve Ezekiel Elliott of his position, but because they designated him to be a post-June the 1st cut, they're not going to actually finish out their transaction and get the money until tomorrow. So the Dallas Cowboys are among 6 teams that will be getting extra cap space come tomorrow, and they will receive $10.9 million of cold, hard cash.
So you mean to tell me at 12 a.m. they going to get 11 M's in the bank?
Boy, M's on top of M's. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
21 Savage style. Ooh,
yeah.
wait.
So
go ahead.
I actually gonna start with you, Wes. So what do you think the Dallas Cowboys should do with this windfall of money that they're receiving?
They ain't gonna do nothing with that money, man. Like, you got to remember, just because we're saying that the Cowboys are gonna get this money, but they already knew they was gonna get this money, so they could have already been moving like they were gonna get it. It's like, if you're getting paid on the first, and you got $1,000 coming in on the first, you know what I'm saying? Come on now, by the first, that money's already spent. Why? Because
you got bills.
I started planning what I was gonna do with that money on the 27th. You know what I'm saying? So if you're telling me the Cowboys are just now deciding what they're gonna do with that money, man, they not spending that money. They've already decided what they're gonna do with that money. Because
we're gonna be like the way my bank account's set up.
Exactly. It'll take 3 to 4 months for it to get transferred. It has to gotta go to the account and
it got to get cleared through 16 banks.
Yeah, it got to come through the cash here. I got to go back out to my other account.
What's crazy, man? Like, for the longest, the Dallas Cowboys have made fans believe like they can't do stuff because of money. And to be honest with you, like, we don't even really got to talk about like cap and salary anymore. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I've relegated to the point where it's like it can be manipulated so bad that you don't even really got to talk about it anymore. Because at the end of the day, Jerry Jones said some slick shit a couple years back. And he said this. He said money has never been the reason we lost or did not get a player. And I just thought he was glazing over just talking. Then over years, I'd be sitting back and I'd be thinking, this motherfucker was telling the truth. Yep. Now, money is the reason they tell us. It's always the reason they tell us why, but it's never actually the reason. Like, Odell Beckham did not sign with the Dallas Cowboys because of money. Right, he didn't sign because the Cowboys didn't want blah, 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 or they didn't want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think any of it is like smart moves, though? Because like maybe they feel like they have the money, but they don't want to pay that particular player the money. Do you think that's a possibility?
Hell no.
I believe that the
Or
Dallas
they
Cowboys,
just crazy?
I believe the Cowboys use success as their excuse. I believe if the Cowboys would have been 4-12 last year, that would have gave them more of an excuse to spend more money. But I think the Cowboys were 12-5. I think the Cowboys feel like, we didn't spend a lot of money last year and we won 12 games. So why would we go spend a whole lot of money to get different results? So that's what I think. I think the thing about the Cowboys is like, when they do something wrong and it works out, they tend to try it again. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys are one of those, or they're like that child. Like when you tell your child to do something and they do it wrong, you need that shit to blow up in their face. Like I need it to blow up in their face.
They need to learn that lesson.
Yeah. Exactly. Like I have my oldest son. Like when he go wrong, I need that shit to blow up in his face because he needs to learn his lesson because he will literally try to force it. He'll just try to keep doing it. Brad, I ain't how it work. I told you that's not how it work. I told you that's not what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I need it to blow up in his face so he can be like, you see what I mean?
That's what you were talking about.
That's what I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Yeah, and listen, like you said, man, money is not an issue. We know that they can clear between $26.2 and $39 million with one move, and that's extending Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? So you imagine Dallas Cowboys got over $10 million right now. They're gonna get another $10.9 million tomorrow. They can clear. Let's not even give them the full 39. Let's say they can clear $30 million with the Dak extension. Well, that's over $50 million, and the salary cap is going up. So money ain't an issue. It's just the Dallas Cowboys need to do the right thing, like Spike Lee. You know that you have a plethora of talented young players that you need to get a contract done with. So do it. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to compete for a championship, retain your core roster of players. And then, like, hell, you got enough money left to put some more stuff in the shopping cart. Like, damn it, go ahead and do it. That's how I feel about it. Will they do it? I don't know. Probably not. But, that's what they should do.
Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to spend no money on nothing new. Hopefully, if they do spend anything, they get their quarterback done. And that, that'll open up even more money. But, they might try to roll it over. They did this last year. Didn't we have money left over last year?
We got money left over every year, bro.
So, don't get your hopes up. DeAndre Hopkins is not coming. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Dalvin Cook probably ain't coming either.
Dalvin Cook is not coming. They're going to probably be the responsible adults. They don't want to have no fun. Stephen Jones, Dollar Bill Jones, you don't want to have no fun.
Oh, hold on. Can you really call not improving your team when you have the opportunity to do so responsible?
I'm telling you, they're gonna get the base model charger, and when they could have got the Scat Pack or the you know what I'm saying, the Hellcat, they just gonna get the base model. They're like, well, we'll just get the base. You know what I'm saying? No leather in the seats or nothing. Just
and I'm gonna keep it real. I think Cowboy Nation, I think we get caught up on names too much. You know what I'm saying? I think there's because like literally Cowboy Nation went crazy when we had Brandon Cooks, and you literally was happy for Brandon Cooks for one whole day. And then as soon as this Brandon Cooks it kind of faded off, not y'all, but Cowboy Nation went right into the DeAndre Hopkins. Like,
right.
To be honest with you, man, realistically, CeeDee Lamb should be, I'm not even going to say this. I'm going to say the truth. CeeDee Lamb will be a more productive receiver than DeAndre Hopkins this year.
Yes, he will.
I feel so too.
So why in the hell would I put DeAndre Hopkins on this team knowing that there's a chance that someone will clearly be better than him? And I have to pay this guy.
I think they looking at it like a luxury, like overkill.
Listen to me. I think people are just looking at it because DeAndre Hopkins is a bigger name than CeeDee Lamb.
And Brandon Cooks.
That's just what it is. But I don't think fans are really looking at what you, not even what you have, but it's like, I just don't get it. I think Cowboy fans, no matter who we would have gotten at wide receiver, I think they're looking for a big name. That's just what it is. They're looking for a name on the back of a jersey rather than they are actual for production. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, scheme.
Mastermind had a good quote. He says, "It's not City, it's Gallup."
Well, but you can't move Gallup, so that's
Gallup is you can't do nothing.
You can't do nothing with Gallup till next year. So I'm not concerned about Gallup. And listen, he's under contract and he look healthy. Go ahead and rock with Gallup. He's just your third receiver. Like
So
Brandon,
I'm about to say, so what if he just ain't up to par? You just gonna force Gallup up on us?
Brandon Gallup, your third receiver.
my
Like,
question
how up the part does he have to be your third
I,
receiver?
I want to know why all these lying ass Cowboy fans wearing run the damn ball hats talking about we need to get DeAndre Hopkins. Like, what the hell? Y'all trying to do 2022 all over again? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of y'all is low key irritating me with these wide receiver talk, man. Cause like some of y'all, honestly, like y'all be like, listen to me. And I'm just snapping right now. I'm just snapping. Like some of y'all honestly drink water. Some of y'all run the damn ball the same way you drink water. And that's if it's the only thing and last thing we have left. That's it. Like y'all want to sit up here and talk all this crap about Kellen Moore and he was the offense. No, bruh. Y'all was the problem, bruh. Kellen Moore was trying to entertain y'all. Listen, we still have folks that really don't want to run the damn ball. Y'all really do still want to throw the ball 40 freaking times.
So speaking of a wide receiver, even though you can't stand wide receivers because you run the damn ball, did you hear what Mike McCarthy comments was? If y'all don't want to segue real quick.
Go ahead.
Mike McCarthy said that Jalen Tolbert, our guy JT,
salute.
friend of the show. We can say that now.
We can say that now. Hey,
friend of the show, JT. You know what I'm saying? Stop it.
We actually have players come on our show, but continue.
Yeah, But JT, the friend of the show, they said him and Sam Williams are like prime examples of a second-year jump. That's what Mike McCarthy just said. So, what y'all feeling about that? We've been getting confirmation about Jalen Tolbert from different angles. We got it from Izzy. Izzy spoke on Jalen Tolbert. We got Kelvin Joseph saying about Jalen Tolbert. So like now Mike McCarthy's talking about Jalen Tolbert. So
then that report you had, you remember that?
Yeah, then the report. Yeah, it's a lot of confirmation coming around from Jalen Tolbert being this second year jump type guy. So what y'all feeling about that, man?
Man, listen. I like Jalen Tolbert, and listen, he was a top 100 pick, put up monster numbers in college, set all kinds of record. And for people that don't know, because I wish I had this knowledge when we actually interviewed him, he's his school all-time leading leader in receiving yards, and he's his conference third all-time leader in career receiving yards. So he put up monster numbers where he was at. He got the skill set to be an effective guy. He just really didn't get on the field last year. So, he got a good opportunity. He's in a very quarterback and wide receiver friendly offense now moving forward. So I expect some good things from him. So I don't know if he'll be a Pro Bowl or anything like that, but I can see him giving us like 500-600 yards and a couple touchdowns. That would be a great win for us. In
Jalen Tolbert?
Yeah.
I mean, he should have a better season than Michael Gallup.
Yeah, probably. Especially if Michael Gallup isn't fully healthy. I think he is, but he hasn't stayed healthy even when he was healthy the last couple of years. So
let's take a second to get a light break up, man. We need some likes. We need some people to catch up with the likes, man. It's a necessary evil to help us grow the show. We really need y'all to support. So please hit the like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. If you a GOAT, go to all 3 channels and, hit that like button for us, man. We appreciate you.
Indeed. All right, so we'll come back with you now, Wes, because it was your turn to elaborate on your thoughts about one Jalen Tolbert. So how do you feel?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, you guys know, I got mad love for Tolbert, but I'm a huge training camp guy. I'm gonna be at training camp every day, so I'm gonna reserve. I know what he told me. I know what I saw. Now I just need to put it in action. I'm gonna reserve the right of kind of judging anything because ain't really much to judge on him right now. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this: I definitely feel like they are going to give him an opportunity. They're gonna give him an opportunity to show what he can do. It makes me then wonder what's gonna happen with guys like Simi Fehoko, a guy who's been on this team for almost 2 years now, and they said he was injured last year. I heard rumblings that he really wasn't injured. You know what I'm saying? But who's to say? You know what I'm saying? He's still on the team, still getting paid. But I know guys want to play. You know what I'm saying? So the Cowboys have when it at that young, inexperienced wide receiver who wants to make a name for himself. We have a couple guys trying to do that. And to be honest with you, you can almost throw Michael Gallup in that bucket too, because Michael Gallup is more on that side than he is on the established. Like Michael Gallup's in a weird situation where he's established, but he's established, but he's really not established. You know what I'm saying? So he's almost in the same situation as Jalen Tolbert and Simi Fehoko. He just has more production.
Yeah. I was just about to say one thing I'm thinking about, man. Like Mike McCarthy do really got a lot of weapons to work with if everything goes right. You know what I'm saying? Like I know we always think about what could go wrong because you do got to prepare for the worst. But man, if everything goes right, this team is loaded at wide receiver, really. You know what I'm saying? You think about CeeDee Lamb, then you got Cooks, then you got Michael Gallup, and then Jalen Tolbert and Turpin. Like you got a lot of people that's coming down the pipeline. Semi Hoku. Like let's just say everybody takes a step into the right direction, man. This offense could be unstoppable. Yeah, I said Turpin too. You add a sprinkle of Turpin in there with a seasoned play caller that know how to use them. You know what I'm saying? And everything goes right. Man, this offense could be off the chains with some smart complementary football. Hey, we could really go crazy this year.
And listen, what about the Tony Pollard actually getting some passes on this way? Yeah, you know, with that
coming out the slot, like bro, we got some weapons on this offense, low key.
Yeah, if it all pans out like you said.
Yeah, if that's the everything go right. Now we can talk about that, and then we can counter with like the worst case scenario if y'all want to.
I mean, I say it like this. Like I also believe that like our offense is gonna like. I don't really think our offense has to be above averagely good. If our offense can be just as good as they were last year, I think our offense is going to be fine. I just think there just needs to be key situations. Like I don't think our offense from last year was broken. Like you still won 12 games. You were still a top offense when your quarterback was on the field.
Average 30 points.
And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm just be real factual with you. I don't give a damn who the offensive coordinator is. It could be Jesus Christ himself calling plays. If Dak Prescott gets hurt, we're going to go from 5 to like 27 because Dak is that good. Like I think we kind of like put his greatness to the side. You know what I'm saying? That like, oh, you know, the offense is good. No, part of the reason why our offense was so good is because the Dak difference. You don't go from the 5th best offense to like rank 26 because of one guy that goes out. Yeah, bro, that is because of that guy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, you know, a part of me is like, I don't really need this offense to be any more better than what they were last year. I just need think about this. If my offense is as good as they are last year, I'm fine. I don't need the offense to be better. I need the guy calling the plays to be better.
Play calling needs to be
better.
I
agree.
The offense did their job, bro. They did their job, bro.
I mean,
let me say this real quick. The 49ers had the best scoring defense in football. So you know what that means? That means 17 other teams played the 49ers last year, and they all had problems scoring on them.
Yeah,
true.
So that means they were good at what they do, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And listen,
dominant, maybe.
Dominant, yeah, bro. Like you get what I'm saying, though? Like somebody elaborate on that for me. Like, bro, you can't disrespect what the 49ers are. They're a really good defense, bro. We were not expected to score a lot of points. Vegas didn't even have us winning. You know what I'm saying? Vegas had us losing by as many points as we did. 6.
We were a dog. We were a dog in that game. And listen, we went on the road. You know, we know it was a mismatch with Kellen Moore. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like you said, when we didn't play the 49ers, when we played these other good defenses, we lit them up. We didn't have a problem scoring against anybody else but the 49ers outside of game 1.
Think about this. You play the Eagles defense twice a year, bruh. Twice a year.
And you smacked them across their head.
You scored 20 points with a backup quarterback against the Eagles. And then Dak scored 40.
My boy Tay Hill says West Coast be like, think about this and says something coming as hell. LOL. Shout out to the guys though. Hey Tay, guess what? What's common to you ain't common to everybody else. That's called common sense, not regular sense.
And listen, what is common sense?
What is common sense? Define what is common sense. Common sense.
If I am from a tribe of cannibals, you know, it would be common for me to eat a person. But you know, if I was an American, you know, like what's coming? Like how were you raised up, bro?
that was a wild analogy there, boy. But you know,
I done had to think something crazy. I had to think of something crazy.
The ideas of ATM Sports do not necessarily reflect the
I ain't gonna lie, Jim. Next time
does not necessarily reflect the ideas of Landlord Sports.
Text because next time you told me a bone, man.
But nah,
Well, listen, you are Eagles fan, and it's coming to eat shit. Is that better?
Look, get back to what we were saying about the 49ers defense. So just imagine how critical it was when you get in the red zone. You get in the red zone, bro. Why are you doing all this crazy stuff, man? You need to be trying to get a first down. You gonna on the 2nd and 2, you gonna just go away from a normal, traditional play calling scheme and try to do something crazy. Like, bro, get the first down, bro. These boys is gangster. They defense is good. You need to realize that.
Hey, landlord, if that's being smart, let's just be dumb in 2023.
Yeah, let's be simple.
I don't even want to be simpletons. Let's just be simpletons.
Yes, please.
Let's be buffoons today. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
What the obvious is that the round peg goes inside the round square. Okay.
And look, Wes, when you think about it, look, even if we would have been simpletons and ran the ball, you still would have had a better chance of getting it because it's 2 yards. It's 2 yards, bro. Like,
and you're in the red zone. Where you're located on the field matters because all you had to, even if you play conservatively and settle for a field goal, you would have took the lead to halftime.
Hey,
exactly. Then look, what a part on the field that you probably shouldn't be risky at in the red zone because you taking away points from your team, sir. This is crazy, man.
Yeah, man, I lost, but it's all good.
It's okay.
My bad.
It'll come back. It's all good. It'll come back in a couple minutes.
I had to get that one off though, because it's like you don't even supposed to be risky in the red zone. You supposed to get, if you don't get conservative anywhere, it probably should be in the red zone.
Hey, real quick, shout out to DC for the $10, man. I appreciate you for the donation. He said lunch on me.
You do want to make sure you secure at least some kind of points. You know what I'm saying? You want to secure some points. So maybe you don't get 7, but you can't walk away from a red zone trip without 3 at least. That's like the ideal you should come in. Good grief.
Hey, shout out to my Smoke.
That boy just went crazy.
God damn. Hey, shout out to my boy with the $50 super chat. I appreciate you, man. My boy Smoke. Hey, man, I got it
for you.
Smoke one for me.
He says, "Smoke one." Hey, man, you my favorite super chatter right now. We're going to link up, man. He says, and that's because of your name, my boy. Henny West Coast and Landlord, y'all been doing the damn thing. Epic interview and want some answers from Turpin when y'all do him. Word up, hella. Also, we about to act a fool on the field this year. Bet that. Salute, family. Appreciate you, my boy.
Indeed, salute.
Man. Appreciate that support. Shout out to DC with the $10 cash out too. I appreciate you, sir.
My boy True Cowboy fan says, so in Tampa game on 2nd and 4 in the red zone, he should have passed for a touch, should have just settled for a touch, or should have just settled for a field goal. Well, True Cowboy fan, you're actually thinking about the end result. You can't say he should have just settled for a field goal because we don't know if that would have been the case. You know what I'm saying? So you're thinking about after the fact. But what we're saying is this. When I tell my children to do something correctly and it don't work out, I want it to fail every time. But
that was Cole's Cowboys.
Oh, that's Cole. Okay, that's my guy. Okay, what's up, brother?
Every now and then, that was Cole's Cowboy that did that. Okay, shut up, Cole.
Salute.
But every now and then that happens. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then your child's gonna do something the wrong way, and guess what? It's gonna work. But you know what that happens? That breeds bad. That brings
bad habits.
Bad habits. So we want things to always work the way they want. If you go stealing, we want your ass to get caught. I ain't gonna snitch on you, but I want them to do your job. You know what I'm saying? Indeed. I ain't gonna snitch on my kid either, but I want his ass to get caught. Why? Because I want him to be able to learn from mistakes. Listen, Cowboy fans, at the end of the day, we need to judge this team. A real Super Bowl fan base is a fan base that judges the team, not the player.
Right. And real quick though, and you were talking about a 2nd and 4. That's a different down and distance anyway. It was a different spot on the field, different down and distance. So of course there would be a different play call. On a 2nd and 2 is called and coached differently than 2nd and 4. Like 2 yards does not seem like a lot, but it makes a world of difference. So a passing play in that situation is still valuable because you can still spread them out. And it'll be worth the risk of trying to get 4 yards on the pass. 2nd and 2 is as historically always been a rundown, even in the modern NFL. So there's a big difference in that. So no, I don't agree with what you said in that case. But moving on.
Somebody said, do you think the QB sneak in Philly doing is why it's illegal? Push the quarterback in the back. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like I don't really care. I don't think it's illegal. I don't think it's legal. But I do want to know why the hell my quarterback ain't doing it. The hell?
It's not
Dak
illegal.
is bigger than him, bruh. Like, what the hell, bruh? Dak is way bigger than him. Like Kellen Moore. You're going to tell me on that 2nd and 2, he just couldn't have did that play? Just think about this. Dak is like way bigger than Jalen Hurts. We should do that on every play. Like, people get mad at the Philadelphia Eagles for figuring out a loophole in the rule. Like, I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at my organization for not trying it too.
What you do is make sure they don't have no 3rd and shorts. Make them have 3rd and 5. You know what I'm saying? That's how you.
Yeah,
that's how you shut that down.
Used it though. I think you should have used it. Like,
No, I'm just talking about how you combat that. I don't even want them to ban it. I want them to keep their little stuff, and we just gonna make sure they don't even get that short distance like that much.
Shout out Dwayne Morris. But hey, that's a good point too. But I mean, yeah, man, like, listen, we have an uber athletic quarterback. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Dak Prescott is able to do everything that Jalen Hurts is able to do. So why not let him? The only difference is Philadelphia Eagles fans don't matter. They don't care how they win. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. If Dak Prescott would have beat Tom Brady in the playoffs and he would have ran the ball 27 times himself, y'all would have still been looking at Dak Prescott. Yeah, but he didn't like really beat Tom.
If he didn't have no passing touchdowns and we blew him out, they'd be like, "Oh, Dak ain't do nothing.
Dak was just there. He was just there. Anybody could have did that.
And I could have did that."
Man, you remember when he was a younger quarterback in the league and folk was trying to discount his rushing touchdowns, say that didn't count? Like the goofy side of the fan base. I still remember that. You know what I'm saying? But nobody else has to go through that scrutiny. Colin Kaepernick ran his team to a damn Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts ran his team to a Super Bowl. Cam Newton, you know, he made some passing plays.
First game as an NFL player, he ran the ball 27 times.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson. Yeah, first game as a player, ran 27 times. Matter of fact, quarterback. Yeah, ran his way to a damn MVP, rushed for 1,000 yards multiple seasons. So, you know, like
else. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, the stigma on a running quarterback is only prevalent in Dallas for some reason.
Another stigma that they don't even mention is, I looked at the all-time interception list, like the lowest percentage. Most of those quarterbacks was mobile quarterbacks. I wish I could pull that up. Like, they do well on not throwing interceptions traditionally.
The running quarterback uses his feet as an option.
Yeah. And he's not gonna do as risky throws like that. He'll extend the play and get better passing lanes. You know what I'm saying?
Think about this: when you are a quarterback, shout out to my boy Dwayne Morris with the $5 super chat. Hey, when you are a running quarterback, you know that you can at some point you don't have to force a ball. If Eli Manning, you know, if Eli Manning if he's not able to run, what are you gonna do? You're gonna force the ball down the field. So, I mean, the same thing with any quarterback that doesn't have the ability to run. You're going to force the ball down the field. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. The way the NFL is going in the degree of going in is like this. Have you noticed that these quarterbacks that don't move a lot are staying injured, or they're doing what? They're retiring. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of these older quarterbacks are getting the hell out of the NFL. You want to know why? Because of guys like Micah Parsons, bro. You can't stand in no freaking hole for 15 freaking minutes expecting your offensive line to block, and that's just not. It's not realistic. Because now these teams, think about these. Now these teams have left and right edge rushers. So you can't just have Tyron Smith on the left. You need to have Tyron Smith on the left and right. Think about this. We have Tyler Smith and Tyron Smith.
Yeah, and Dak said something about being more mobile and improvising on the fly. Yeah, you with getting outside of that option route type system, now you don't have to depend on timing as much. So now you can improvise and extend the play and find different ways to create on the offense. So I'm looking forward to that, because if you think about it, man, in the past, Dak used to do that all the time. He used to have scramble drills and do like great plays all of a sudden. But since Kellen Moore came in with this timing-based system, you seen that kind of diminish in his game, and I think that's a big part of his game too.
Man, yeah, it was. And listen, like you said, like schematically, it took it away, because Dak has to wait. You know, way to try to see if the receiver gonna go where he's supposed to go. So, you know, like, that's part of the reason there's been more interceptions. That's one of the reasons he had less rushing attempts. And like, hell, you can't even say the injury, because he was running first year back after the injury. So I'm glad that he wants to implement that more into the game. I still don't want him, you know, having Lamar Jackson kind of attempts. But he need to run the ball at least 5-6 times a game and keep the defense honest.
I say if he get his rushing attempts and put him in the red zone, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Like if he gonna run, do it while we in the red zone.
But I will tell you this: I do not want to use Dak to supplement the short run game. I don't want that. Like I don't want to see my quarterback running freaking in the A gap trying to get a second. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
You know the exact play I want to see from Dak Prescott. I want the read out and keeper. You know what I'm saying? Like, but just pull it. If they abandon their passing lane, just pull it and run. They always used to implement a free blocker in front of Dak on those plays. So he never you take a big hit on those. So that's the play I want. I don't just want him running the quarterback power like Josh Allen, no shit like that.
We see Jalen Hurts doing a little 3-inch quarterback sneak. My quarterback did a 13-yard quarterback sneak.
Somebody said, nah, that injury slowed him down a little bit. Duh. Congratulations, you just verified Dak Prescott's a human.
Look, what quarterback did a 13-yard quarterback sneak?
Dak
Shout out Smoke 14 says someone called Dak the new age Warren Moon. Y'all see that Dak? I don't know. Ooh, Warren Moon got a jacket, so I'll take it. Warren Moon got a jacket. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Smoke 14. Dak knows he's got to come out in beast mode. Listen to me, Dak don't know that. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what Dak knows. Dak knows that he's a good quarterback. And I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. We're gonna stop having these connotation conversations to make me feel like my quarterback didn't ball last year. Just because some of y'all don't understand what a good quarterback is, I'm not gonna diminish what Dak did. Dak was a good quarterback last year. Like he threw 15 interceptions. So what? So what? So what? Like, are we 15? Praise God, it wasn't 20. You know what I'm saying? So what? Like, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna tell you this. Name me a game where Dak Prescott threw an interception that cost you a game. And then everybody's gonna say, oh, the Jaguars. Oh, I thought Noah Brown caught that ball and dropped it though. I thought we established that if someone touches the ball before the wide receiver, then that's not on Dak's fault.
Hit him right in the hands.
I'm just saying, if you call Noah Brown right now, on my mama, you call Noah Brown right now. Noah, what's up, man? Hey, man, in Jacksonville, when you the last play, yeah, man. Whose fault was that?
Yeah, man. That was me, man. I juggled the ball. I juggled the ball a little bit, man.
I mean, I'm curious. When Noah Brown juggled the ball, who were you mad at? Were you mad at Dak? Listen to me. If you were mad at Dak when Noah Brown juggled the ball and fumbled, you're the problem. You're the problem.
Fact.
You're the type of guy that will crawl on my roof, trying to break in my freaking house, slip and fall, break your goddamn leg, and try to sue my ass for having a slippery roof. No, sir. That's the type of person you are. You know what I'm saying? You're going to sue me for trying to break in my house. No.
Yes,
you shouldn't have been on the roof.
Yes, Brian Kite, we will do the raffle today. It'll be tonight at the 7:00 show. I will draw the winner of the Dallas Cowboy jersey. And then we will start up right after that for the raffle for the Dallas Cowboy tickets.
Somebody said Noah Brown shouldn't even have been in that position. Hey, you know what?
Front office, because they build the roster. They build the roster.
I'm curious. Like, think about this, Kellen Moore. Why are you not running a guaranteed play to CeeDee Lamb? Like, because I'm gonna tell you this right now. I've never been a starting wide receiver on a team. I've been a starting corner. That's part of the reason why I switched to corner. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I could do my thing, but dude, man, we had some dogs on my team. I ain't even gonna lie. I respect the dogs that was on my boy TJ Smith was different. You know what I'm saying? My boy Dante was different. You know what I'm saying? I had to go play corner. I went and play corner. I was fine. You know what I'm saying? But man, I look at this, bro, and I'm like, man, there are sometimes in games as a wide receiver, and I was thinking, just throw the ball to TJ. Because he different. Get the ball to the dudes that's different. Offensive coordinator. Bruh, this is a final play. This is one of the true moments in a game. Bruh, if you can't figure out a way or you don't understand that in big plays, big players make big plays, bro, what is you doing? Why does CeeDee, like yesterday, what did Kelvin Joseph say? I said, man, talk to me about CeeDee Lamb. What did he say? Bro, he wear 88 for a reason.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to put these guys in. Listen to me. Noah Brown, hey, I forgive you for dropping that ball. You want to know why? Because we should have never threw it to you.
That's just like when
Should
LeBron
never do it to you, bro.
LeBron passed the ball to the Chalmers or something in the clutch. Like if he missed it, it's like, hey,
Yeah, and then think about this,
it
landlord.
ain't
Who do
Brian.
you get mad at, Chalmers? Who do you get mad at? You get mad at LeBron.
Brian,
Why you pass him the
you
shot?
should have shot that, my boy. I'm
That's the
sorry.
ball.
Yeah. In the clutch situation, you can't do that, bro. You gotta take that shot.
And then think about this, landlord. If he shoots the shot and he misses it, I don't feel as bad.
Yeah. You know that's your guy. You live and die by your guy. You know
Like,
what I'm saying?
if that's CD Lamb and CD Lamb drops that ball, bro, I'm not tripping, bro. Like, listen to me. I'm gonna tell you a funny story. CD Lamb actually has more interceptions on option routes than anybody else on this team. But guess what? We're not as mad at CD Lamb. But when we see Noah Brown doing it, we see somebody else doing it, we're like, bro, what the fuck is y'all doing, bro?
Yeah.
See, think about this. When Dak threw an option route in the middle of the field, I think what was his first game back when he threw that interception at half? It was right before halftime to CD Lamb.
That was Chicago. That was his
Chicago, right? Everybody kind of laughed, I was just trying to get the field down to CD and, was trying to, we just kind of missed it. It was funny. It was cute. When you're trying to go to your number one. But when you're trying to do that crap to number 3s and 4s, you're looking at like, bro, what the hell are we doing here, bro?
What is this?
What is it? What is this?
Hey,
I like what you said, landlord. Listen, we gonna live and die by this, by 88.
Live and die by your guy. That might be one of my slogans.
By your guy. But don't do that with Noah Brown, bro.
Somebody said landlord from Albania. Shout out to you.
So you the plug, huh?
Even on the final play of the game, right? Even on the final play of the game versus the 49ers, bro, we had to go 75 yards. The chances of us doing it are very, very slim.
Especially with Kellen Moore.
But the chances of us doing it on a play where Zeke is playing center, get the
exactly. I would have lived with a hook and ladder play if I lived with that shit.
Listen to me, oh my mama. At some points of the game, Dak, you need bro. We're not calling that.
We ain't doing that,
bro. I know my quarterback, bro. We're not We're not doing that, bro. We ain't doing that, bro. Matter of fact, 5 trips, everybody spread out, man. Y'all know what it is.
Hey, that play he designed for the Chargers game that time, that was dope. Boy, we could have did something like that. You remember Zeke almost scored on it. You remember it was like he threw like a hitch, and then Cedric Wilson did like a little pitch, and then Zeke. Now it was CD. CD caught it, and then he threw like a little pitch to the back, and Zeke got it and almost scored, but he got caught like at the last, like at the 1 yard line.
Yeah,
he could have did that play again. Yeah.
I mean, at the worst case scenario, bro, you should be trying to throw the ball into the end zone. Like, you've seen Aaron Rodgers do it 4 or 5 times, bro.
Yeah, Hail Mary might work. You never know.
I mean, we are the organization who invented the Hail Mary, so you would think that we'd be the ones to implicate it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm happy that things happen the way they are. But I mean, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. It's June. Think about this, fellas. This time next month, we'll be talking about training camp, bro. Not training camp start. We'll be talking about training camp starting. You know what I'm saying? But we're about 96 days, 95 days away from the NFL season starting. Like this mess has gone fast, man.
Yeah.
Indeed, man. So yeah, I do have to wrap this up, man, and get back to my day job. I got a couple folks that I gotta walk out. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all let these good folks know where y'all can where they can find y'all at, man.
Well, you can find me at Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on our social media. I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share. For the squad, it will not charge a card. And help Mr. HTM Sports go and get to this 1,000 mark. He's not that far away, so let's do our brother right. Take care of him in the community. Let's go and get him to 1,000.
Not to cut you off, but true Cowboy fan, what is your definition of padding stats? Because you sound like an idiot. Because the Dallas Cowboys didn't have one true blowout game this year except for Minnesota. So when do you get to pad stats? Because padding stats in basketball is like when you're up 80, when it's like 80 to 126 and you just keep shooting the ball. Every game that the Cowboys played this year, except for like one, was decided by less than 10 points. So my question is how do you pad stats if you were only blew one team out in the entire season? Because even the Eagles games were close at halftime. So when, what game did he have the opportunity to pad a stat? Because some of y'all literally just repeat the dumb stuff that non-Cowboy fans say. Like, Cowboy fans, stop listening to the idiots that aren't even on your, like, y'all say dumb stuff that literally, like, I'm curious, when do you pad a stat? When did Dak get an opportunity to pad a stat? DeQuincy says someone's on his period. Come on, DeQuincy, your mom's way older than 70. Knock it off, though. She's for sure. She's for sure menopausing by now.
Yeah, it's time to go now.
We gotta get out of here. But we appreciate y'all. Hey, remember to slap them Eagles fans, and remember, I always tell y'all to drink and drive responsibly. But if you see one of them Eagles fans in the middle of the road, you know, Affleck.
Hey, man, y'all just need to listen to me. Y'all just need to keep me off shows about Dak Prescott, bro, because there's just too many dummies in the comments. There's just too many people who just honestly, Dak Prescott doesn't win and they don't get that raise at their job, and it's for sure Dak's fault. If Dak would have made that pass, my boss would have seen it, and he know I'm a Cowboy fan, and he would have gave me the position.